Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, Abhay Charanaravindra Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Translation. The 78th branch of the original tree was Jagannatha Tirtha. The 79th was the Brahmana Sri Janakinatha. The 80th was Gopalacharya and the 81st was Brahmana Baninatha. Purport. Jagannatha Tirtha was one of the 9 principal sannyasis who were Lord Chaitanya's associates. Baninatha Vipra was resident of Champahati, a village in the district of Bardhaman, near the town of Navadip, the police station of Purvasthali, and the post office of Samudragada. The temple there was very much neglected, but it was renovated in the Bengali year 1328 by Sri Paramananda Brahmachari, one of Sri Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur's disciples, who reorganized the Seva Puja, worship of the temple, and placed the temple under the management of Sri Chaitanya Matha of Sri Mayapur. In the temple as it now exists, the deity of Sri Gaura Gadadhar is worshipped strictly according to the principles of the revealed scriptures. Champahati is 2 miles away from both Samudragada and the Navadipa station of the Eastern Railway. Hare Krishna. Jagannatha Tirtha Viprasi Janakinatha Gopal Acharyara Vipra Vaninatha. The 78th branch of the original tree was Jagannatha Tirtha. The 79th was Brahmana Sri Janakinatha. The 80th was Gopalacharya. And the 81st was the Brahmana Baninatha. So in this chapter, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami is describing the associates of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. In forthcoming chapter, there is a description of associates of Nityananda Prabhu, then the associates of Advaita Acharya, and the associates of Gadadhar Pandit also. So, in this chapter specifically, the devotees, they have been taken direct shelter of lotus feet of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. They are considered as direct associate of Gauranga Mahaprabhu. And some Vaishnavas, they took shelter of Nityananda Prabhu, like Kala Krishna Das. He was associate of Nityananda Prabhu. There are some associates of Advaita Acharya. Many, like the peoples of Santipura, they are under shelter of Advaita Acharya, like one of his disciples, like Raghunandan Acharya, many Advaita Acharya's followers. And there is also the followers of Gadadhar Pandit, like Bhugarbha Goswami. Even Narottam Das Thakur says, Gadadhara Maro Kula, Dhana Maro Nityananda, Pati Maro Gaura Chandra, Prana Maro Jugala Keswara, Advaita Acharya Bala Gadadhara Maro Kula, Narahari Vilasai Sada. Like this is telling Gadadhar Pandit. His Kula means his parampara is coming from that line. In this way, in this chapter we are specifically read about the direct associates of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Sometimes the same person's name is also mentioned in both places, as the associate of Gauranga Mahaprabhu, also as associates of Nityananda Prabhu, like Gadadhar Das. His name you will find in both places. Some examples. Anyhow, but from very beginning we may have heard so many names, like first first verse in this, the associates was mentioned in this chapter was Shivasa Pandita Ara Sri Rama Pandita Dui Bhai Dui Sakha Jagate Vidita. When Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami started describing our Chaitanya tree, or the associates of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, first he mentioned the two names. Shivasa Thakur Ara Sri Rama Pandita. Shivas Thakur in Panchatattva he is considered as incarnation of Narada Muni, and his brother Sri Rama Pandit, his incarnation of Parvata Muni. And there is other brother, he is Chari Bhai Sabang se kare Chaitanya re seva Gaurachandra bina nahi jane devi deva. Four brothers like Srivas Thakur, Sri Ram Pandit, and Srinidhi and Sripati. The four brothers and whole the family members, they are directly connected with Gauranga Mahaprabhu. They did not know any other deity or any other worshipable personality than Gauranga Mahaprabhu. Then he described many of such associates of Mahaprabhu, one after one. But Krishnadas Kaviraj also, in beginning of this chapter, he is telling, the associates of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu are many, but none of them should be considered lower or higher. This cannot be ascertained. All the great personalities in the line of Chaitanya enumerated these devotees, but they could not be distinguished between the greater or the lesser. We cannot tell, like Srivas Thakur is a higher devotee, or the names is mentioned in this chapter, like Janaki, Vipra Janakinath, or Gopala Acharya, or like Vipra Vaninath. They are little lesser devotee than, not like that. Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami is telling, it will be offense to considering some Vaishnavas as higher, some as lower, like that. So, that's why I offer my obeisances to all the dear devotees of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the eternal tree of love of Godhead. I offer my respects to all the branches of the tree and devotees of the Lord who distribute the fruit of love of Krishna. So with this consideration, we may discuss the names mentioned in this particular verse. And what Prabhupada gave up in information, we can just discuss little, just this same thing may be illustrated little more. So in this verse, there is personality's name is mentioned. Jagannatha Tirtha, Viprasi Janakinatha, Gopala Acharya, and Vipra Vaninath. Four personalities. And first Prabhupada is telling, Jagannatha Tirtha was one of the 9 principal sannyasis who were Lord Chaitanya's associates. There is when Mahaprabhu was residing at Jagannath Puri, in Kashi Mishra's house, that is known as Gambhira. The famous name is, we know as Gambhira. The place is still there. And that is a small room that Mahaprabhu was residing 500 years ago. The same room is there. And some stops of Mahaprabhu, like his, sandal, and his kamandalu, and some things are there. And so there are 10 other, including Mahaprabhu, there are 10 sannyasis was residing there in Jagannath Puri. And all 9, or other 9, they are disciples of Madhavendra Puri. Like foremost of them was Paramananda Puri. Paramananda Puri was considered as incarnation of Uddhava. And he was very close to Gauranga Mahaprabhu. In South India, when in South India tour, actually Prabhupada met all the such sannyasis, disciples of Madhavendra Puri, Paramananda Puri, then Brahmananda Bharati, then here is mentioned this Jagannatha Tirtha, like they have these titles like Tirtha or Puri. This is so in this way, among these other sannyasis, the one of them name is mentioned here, Jagannatha Tirtha. He was one of the 9 principal sannyasis who were Lord Chaitanya's associates. Then Prabhupada is describing here about Vaninath Vipra. Vipra Vaninatha. The two personalities in between, Prabhupada not told anything about them. He is discussing about Vipra Vaninatha. He was residing at Champahati. Those who may visited in Navadip Mandal Parikrama, then we may have seen that place, beautiful place, Champahati. And this Vipra Vaninatha is a brother of Gadadhar Pandit. He is a relative of Gadadhar Pandit. Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami gave information that Panditera Gana Sabha Bhagavata Dhanya Esavara Prananatha Sri Krishna Chaitanya Pranavarlabha Sri Krishna Chaitanya. All the associates of Gadadhar Pandit or his relatives related to Gadadhar Pandit, they are all Bhagavata Dhanya. They are Bhagavatas, they are topmost Vaishnavas in Uttama, in topmost platform, Uttama Adhikaris. And all such Vaishnavas, their worshipable Lord is Gauranga Mahaprabhu. They did not know anything else. Only lotus feet of Gauranga Mahaprabhu. So one such personality was here, Vipra Vaninatha. He has developed a very close relations with Mahaprabhu. Specifically, when Gauranga Mahaprabhu took sannyas and he got disturbed, Vaninatha Vipra. Not only that, when he heard that his brother is also going with Mahaprabhu, who? Gadadhar Pandit. When Gauranga Mahaprabhu, after taking sannyas, come to Jagannath Puri, 4 personalities was following Mahaprabhu. One of them Gadadhar Pandit, Mukunda Datta, and Jagadananda Pandit, Gadadhara, Jagadananda, Mukunda, and one more. Anyhow, 4 personalities. So one of them is Gadadhar Pandit. So now Vaninath Vipra was thinking, I have to also go with Mahaprabhu. I cannot stay in Navadip. He is going and my brother is also going with him. So I have to go. He could not bear the separation of Gauranga Mahaprabhu. He was crying and crying. And specifically he was telling, no, I cannot allow. Go both of you as Gaura Gadadhar together to Jagannath Puri. I cannot bear your separation. I may leave this body. What is the topmost misery in this material world? In this, in our devotional life. That is Mahaprabhu asked to Ramananda Rai. Dukkha madhye kono dukkha haye gurutar. What is the topmost miserable situation in this material world or for a devotee? Then Ramananda Rai told, Vaishnava vichcheda vina dukkha nahi yaar. When we get separated from an exalted devotee, association, we lose his association. That is the most miserable situation for a Vaishnava. Even Narottam Das Thakur is telling, Pasane kutiba matha anale pasiva Gauranga gune re nidhi kuthaye gele pavo. I may smash my head on rocks. I may enter into fire. I cannot tolerate separation from a Vaishnava. So Vipra Vaninath was crying and crying. He told, no, I cannot. Mahaprabhu was telling, no, you have patience. You stay here. He told, no, I have to go with you. Or you have to stay here. I cannot allow you both to go from here. Mahaprabhu went there to take Gadadhar Pandit, to bring Gadadhar Pandit with him. And finally, Mahaprabhu decided to give their deity form to Vaninath, Vipra Vaninath, so he could worship the deity form. Mahaprabhu told there is no difference between ourselves and our deity form. The same story in Ambika Kalna. We visited Ambika Kalna, there is a Gaur Nitai. deity is there. It is said that if you have not seen Chaitanya, Gauranga Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu directly, face to face, go to Kalna and see that deity of Gauridas Pandit. Gauridas Pandit was incarnation of Subala Sakha. The same thing happened when one time Gaur Nitai went to his village, and seeing Gaur Nitai, he just catch hold of this lotus feet, just locked them in his house. And he was every day cooking for them personally, very nice prasadam and feeding them. Like this, Gaur Nitai stayed there for 7 days, and after 7 days, they told, "Oh, Gauridas, we have to go out. This is the Sankirtan movement, we have to preach. We have to set our own example. Apani achari Prabhu jivere sikhaye." By his own acharan, by following the principles himself, he teaches others. But Gauridas told, "No, if he left, then I will simply jump into Ganges and give up my life. I cannot bear your separation." The same thing Mahaprabhu did there. He called the carpenters and in front of Mahaprabhu, just in presence of Gaur Nitai, the artist or the carpenter come and he carved this deity of Gaur Nitai, having 7 feet, the same height, and exactly same, Gaur Nitai. So that deity, then Mahaprabhu told to this Gauridas Pandit, "Now you see this deity and ourselves, there is no difference. The deity is also dressed like similar dress of Gaur Nitai, blue garments Nityananda and the yellow garment Mahaprabhu. Then the dress looks like exactly Gaur Nitai. Then Mahaprabhu told, we have to go for preaching. You can keep this deity form. They are non-different from us." Then Gauridas told, "Okay, if there is no difference between your deity form and yourself, then let deities go for preaching, and you stay here." Mahaprabhu, let it be. So that the Gaur Nitai deity, they started walking. He was confused, who is deity and who is real Gaur Nitai and who is deity. He was. Then he would take his stick and stop, just in front of. Then we are going. Then Mahaprabhu told, "Okay, then we are going." Then no, stop, like that. Many times. Mahaprabhu told, "You cannot keep both sets. There we have 2 sets Gaur Nitai. You have to keep one set and one set has to go for preaching." Finally, Gaur Nitai left that place. But this past time, if you go to the temple, still there the Pujari will not allow you to have darshan more than 5 seconds. Just skin, they will put skin like this. There are many stories that Gaur Nitai will run away from the temple when there is some nice kirtan. One time this disciple of Gauridas Pandit was Hrudaya Chaitanya. He was one time in Gaur Purnima day. It was Gaur Purnima day, but Gauridas went somewhere for preaching purpose or something before. He was not returned. And that time there was no mobile, no one can to give information is very difficult. So his disciple Hrudaya Chaitanya was thinking, my spiritual master did not come, but Gaur Purnima is coming, I have to arrange some festival on pleasure of Mahaprabhu. Then he invited many people, thousands of people, and organized a huge festival. But somehow other, just one day before that Gaur Purnima, that night, Gauridas Pandit returned. And he got information that there is huge festival is organized by his disciple, Hrudaya Chaitanya. He told, Sri Radha Gokula Anand. He told, this festival cannot be happened here. You do somewhere else, outside, not here. Very strict. He did not take permission from me, and you just in your own organized all these things. He was crying and praying to his spiritual master. I have invited thousands of people, so they are big dignitaries and big personalities. Told, okay, you organize somewhere else, but not in this temple complex. You go out. So Hrudaya Chaitanya organized the festival somewhere, other place in middle of village. And when there was huge kirtan was going on, and Gaur Nitai left the temple, they were dancing in. Gauridas cooked so many things, and he, in a Rajbhog time, the 12 noon, he entered the altar and saw there is no deity. Where did they go? They have gone. So he was climbed to the rooftop, and looking around where he saw that the Gaurnita was dancing there, middle of kirtan. Took one stick and ran to the spot. Seeing this, Mahaprabhu told Nitai, he came now. He look in his hand the stick. He will not beat us. Some other Nityananda Prabhu was very, he was very funny. Some other he able to escape. But Mahaprabhu was very close. Now Gauridas is about to just beat him. Taking a very minute form. In front of Gauridas Pandit, he entered to heart of his dear disciple, Chaitanya Das. That's why his name became Hridaya Chaitanya. Lord Chaitanya entered into his heart in front of Gauridas. That is a nice story. Similar stories are also in Champahati for Vipravaninath. He told, I cannot bear your separation. Gaur Gadadhar, you stay here or I have to go with you. But Mahaprabhu told, no, you have to stay here and preach. You have to stay in. Your brother Gadadhar can come with me, but you have to stay here. He told, it is impossible for me to bear I cannot bear my life, or I cannot tolerate this separation. So, finally Mahaprabhu told him same thing. That the two deities, the deity form and myself is no difference. So Gaur Gadadhar. Gaur Gadadhar. Here there was Gaur Nitai, Krishna Balaram, because he was Gauridas Pandit, he was worshipper of Krishna Balaram. So there is Gaur Nitai. And here so the same thing, the carpenter came and they cut the neem tree and they built these two deities, Gaura, Gadadhar. Who is the worshipable Lord of Bhakti Vinod Thakur? Hare Krishna. Gaura Gadadhar. If you will go to Bhakti Vinod Thakur's house or his bhajan kutir in Godrum Deep, that is known as Lalit, anyhow, there is you find in Bhakti Vinod Thakur's worshipable Lord is Gaura Gadadhar. Temple you enter, see Bhakti Vinod Thakur, the Samadhi of Bhakti Vinod Thakur, but just to go around other side, then you see Gaur Gadadhar deities. So that is the worshipable Lord of Bhakti Vinod Thakur. He was worshipping Gaur Gadadhar. When you go to Jogopit, birthplace Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, that is also, you see Gaur Gadadhar, because Bhakti Vinod Thakur established Gaur Gadadhar deities there also. So in this way, Gaur Gadadhar is non-different from Radha and Krishna. So, because Gadadhar Pandit is considered, though Mahaprabhu is considered as Sri Krishna Chaitanya Radha Krishna Nahevanya, still Gadadhar Pandit is also considered as incarnation of Radharani, according to Gaur Ganadasya Deepika. And so Radharani, Gadadhar Pandit also considered as incarnation of Radharani. So Mahaprabhu told the carpenters, we are standing, Gaur Gadadhar, you make our deity form. Then they handed over the deity to Vipravaninath. You take care of the deity, worship them. One time in Parikrama, Navadip Parikrama, His Holiness Jayapataka Maharaj was describing the same story, like Gaurnitai was going out, the deity was going out and the real Gaurnitai was standing there. Same thing also happened in Champahati. Gaur Gadadhar also. Vipra Vaninath was confused who is real Gaur Gadadhar and who is his deity form. And same thing. Mahaprabhu told, okay, you keep one set. Either we have now two sets of Gaur Gadadhar, you have to keep one set. And one set has to go. Finally their deity form remained. That is 500 years before. In Navadip Dham we see the deities 500 years older deities three sets like Gaur Nitai in Kalna, Gaur Gadadhar in Champahati, and Mahaprabhu's deity Dhameswara Mahaprabhu in Navadip. That is Vishnupriya's deity. Vishnupriya Devi was worshipping that deity. After Mahaprabhu left Navadip Dham, taking sannyas, so according to dream, this Vishnupriya Devi, with the help of Bansivadhan Thakur and Ishan Thakur, they cut the same tree underneath which Mahaprabhu appeared. He took birth. So Mahaprabhu in dream told that you have to cut this tree and make my deity form, and that will be non-different from me. So that's a Vishnupriya deity. These are, and one deity in Dhaka in Bangladesh. So anyhow, so in this way you could understand that how Vipra Badinath was also very dear devotee of Gauranga Mahaprabhu. So that's why to pacify him, and so Mahaprabhu established this Gaur Gadadhar deities in Champahati. And as Prabhupada is writing in his purport, that the temple there was very much neglected, but it was renovated in Bengali year 1328 by the Paramananda Brahmachari, one of Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur's disciple. It said that this before Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur come to that place, this temple, this date, the pujaris were also eating meat. They are also not fish, eating fish, because in Bengal, fish is considered as jaler phal, a fruit from water, water fruit. One time I was shaving Mayapur, the barber was shaving me, and I saw he has kanthi and his tilak. I told him, you are also in Vaishnava Parampara, you are Vaishnava. He told, yes, we are chanting Hare Krishna. So I asked him, are you eating fish? He told, Gosai, that is jaler phal. So that is common thing in Bengal and Odisha. But Chaitanya Bhagavat, even Vrindavan Das Thakur, he wrote, when he describing the Mahima of these glories of the Jagannath Puri, then he is telling, Matsya khaile hai, haye havishyara phala. Even the residents of Jagannath Puri, they eating fish, but still it is considered as they are eating havishyarna. Jagannath not took that offense. Prabhupada wrote, specifically in this age of Kali, Lord Jagannath appeared to deliver all such fallen souls, like in Bengal and Odisha, 95% people are eating fish, and they are, at least they cannot give up eating fish. But still, Lord Jagannath delivers such peoples. In this age of Kali, specifically Jagannath is to deliver all such fallen souls, to Mlechas, Javanas, everyone. Jagannath is very merciful. So, in this way, we can see that Bengal also, many people, they have kanthi tilak, and they will chant Hare Krishna. Very ecstatic they will. One time one such devotee come to our Krishna Balaram temple. That was in Dhananjaya Prabhu's time when he was president there. He was telling a story one time. Prabhupada disciple, he is here. He was telling how one time one devotee, Bengali devotee came and just come in front of Gaur Nitai. Oh, Amar Gaur, Amar Nitai. Just entered, crying and just fell down, unconscious. Then come in front of Krishna Balaram. Oh, Krishna Balaram. Then come to Radha Shyamasundar. Oh, Radhe, Radhe, Radhe. Then he just rolling on the ground from here there. 2 hours. As the visitors coming, they get great disturbance. So Dhananjaya Prabhu went to Prabhupada. Prabhupada was there in the house. Asked what to do now. Prabhupada told, just go and ask the Chowkidar to kick him. Heavy kick. Give him heavy. Then see what is the reaction. If he is a real devotee, then he will not angry. He will be very humble. And still if he is chanting Hamar Gaur, then bring him here. We will ask Our pardon will to excuse us. Then we'll give him proper respect. And when the Dhananjaya Prabhu came and he followed the same principle, told just kick, just one kick, he's a Rudra Murti. Real Vaishnava is like Haridas Thakur. Tuna the Pisuni Chana, Tororopi. He was beaten in 22 marketplaces. Still he was chanting Hare Krishna and praying for their well-being. Those telling, oh Krishna, Sudarshan was in the sky, just finish these miscreants. But he was praying, oh, these people did not know what they are doing, they are innocent. Please excuse them. There is Mahabhagavatas. And sometimes we see the people, they also imitate that behavior. So Prabhupada told if he become angry and show his Rudra Murti, then tell Chaudhar just beat him and kick him out from temple boundary, out of temple boundary. That happened. So sometimes that happened. But here, the peoples in Bengal and Odisha, even they are eating fish still. Sometimes Jagannath become very merciful, deliver such peoples also. Anyhow, so Vipra Vaninath, by trick of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he stayed in Champahati. And Gaur Gadadhar Pandit went with Mahaprabhu to Jagannath Puri. So that's why how this Gaur Gadadhar deities appeared in Champahati. Champahati is a very famous place. Not only Vipra Vaninath was residing there, that place is associated with Jayadev Goswami. Jayadev Goswami was staying there. That place is also associated with Champakalata Gopi. Champaka flower. These are the forest of Champak flowers. And there is no difference between Navadip Dham and Vrindavan Dham. Vrindavan, that is one of the Dham aparat. To consider Navadip and Vrindavan separate. They are not separate. So that's why mentioned in Shastra that how Champakalata Sakhi was every day collecting Champaka flowers from Champahati. And he was making garland from Radha Syamasundar, Radha Gokulananda, Radha Madhav is making garland. So that place there is Champahati. Hata means marketplace. Before there are so many these flower trees, Champaka flower trees. So there are so many business, the people are doing business with Champaka flowers. So Champakalata Sakhi was collecting flower from there, and Jayadev Goswami was staying there in Nichapa because after his Jayadev Goswami composed his Dasavatar Stotra, famous, then the king of Bengal, that time he was ruling, he was Lakshmana Sen. And somehow other when he come to know about this glorious prayers, this Dasavatar Stotra compiled by composed by Jayadev Goswami, then he was so much influenced by the scholarship and devotion of Jayadev Goswami. Then he came in disguise of a common man. He did not appeared in dress of a king, but it's like common dhoti kurta, and he just appeared one night, came to have darshan of Jayadev Goswami. But Jayadev Goswami could recognize his king. Then when king was inviting him to his palace, he refused. He told, if you force me to go to your palace or something, then I will leave this place, go out of the boundary of your kingdom. So anyhow, Jayadev Goswami was staying there. Long story, I am not going through about this. So, but Jayadev Goswami have darshan of Gauranga Mahaprabhu in that place, Champahati. Finally, when the request of king told, okay, I can make a nice cottage for you in Champahati. You stay in small cottage. And seeing the humility of the great king Lakshmana Sen, finally Jayadev Goswami agreed, and he was residing there. One time he was worshipping his Radha Madhav deity. His worshipable deity was Radha Madhav. And when he was worshipping Madhava, and he was seeing suddenly this Radha Madhava, they combined one form and appeared in Gauranga. So surprised, what happened, what is going on? Then Mahaprabhu gave him darshan told Jayadev that this is my eternal place, Navadip Dham. I reside eternally in this Dham. But after after many years, Jayadeva Goswami was about end of 12th century, beginning of 12th century. His pastimes. But Mahaprabhu came after, in which century? 15th. So, but Mahaprabhu told in future I appeared in this Navadip Dham, but I eternally stay here. And Mahaprabhu gave him darshan and he sent Jayadeva Goswami to Jagannath Puri. That is, he told, now you go. You saw me, this, but he, and then now you go to Jagannath. Jagannath is waiting for you. You have somewhere to, Jagannath is waiting to hear your Gita Govinda. So in this way, this Champahati is also associated with Jayadeva Goswami, associated with Champaklata Sakhi, and Baninath Vipro was residing there, following the instructions of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and he was worshipping that Gaur Gadadhar deity, and after many years the deity was neglected. And one time Bhakti-Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur was visiting by travel and went to see the darshan, but then saw that backside, even the Pujari was eating onion and garlic and this also everything. Yes, very bad smell. Then he took vow. Somehow or other, I must take care of this deity. Then he sent his disciples, like Prabhupada is mentioned the name of his disciple also here, that there was very much neglected, but it was renovated in the Bengali year 1328. It was like Christabda 1924. In the new editions of Chaitanya Charitamrita, they also written the Christabda. And by Sri Paramananda Brahmachari, one of the Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur's disciple, who reorganized the Seva Puja, worship in the temple, and placed the temple under the management of Sri Chaitanya Mutt. So now this Gaur Gadadhar deities are under Gaudiya Mutt, Chaitanya Mutt's management, and every year Parikrama used to go there. So in this way, just briefly, I told what is, the names are mentioned in the verse, that about Jagannatha Tirtha Viprasi Janakinatha Gopala Acharya Vipra Baninatha. Prabhupada described about two personality only. Jagannatha Tirtha, he was one of the 9 principal sannyasis, was residing with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in Puri. The foremost of among them was Paramananda Puri, but Jagannath Tirtha was also residing there. And then Prabhupada told about Vipra Baninath. But there is no explanation about Jagannath, about Sri Jagannatha, Vipra Jagannatha and Gopala Acharya. There is no description in this purport. So I just stop here. Any comment or any question?